now, Muchmusic special broken taste.
Welcome to London. Erica M with you just outside Wembley Stadium, where a concert for life, a tribute to Freddie Mercury, is just about to begin, so don't go anywhere. It's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, there's bands coming from all around the world to perform here tonight in honor of a great man of rock and roll, Freddie Mercury from Queen, and also to bring awareness about this problem that we're having worldwide about AIDS. Elizabeth Taylor's going to be here. It's going to be a serious show. Also, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, George Michael, Elton John, Robert Plant, and the list goes on, all coming up in just a few minutes. Now, people have come from all around to check out the show, and I thought it'd be interesting to talk to these people and find out why they came and who they came to see.
I like Queen, but I like Freddie Mercury.
Any other bands that really tempted you?
Yes, Elton John, George Michael.
I'd have to say I'm here to see Robert Plant, I guess. Yeah, I really like him, and I guess that's the #1 band I came to see.
What about you?
I don't know. Guns N' Roses, Elton John, wide variety.
Cool.
Lots of neat stuff.
What brought you to the show today?
We just heard it's going to be dead good.
Now, what bands that they're performing do you really like?
Queen.
The first act up tonight is Metallica, and yesterday we had a chance to hang backstage, schmooze with all the big stars, and find out how they got involved in this project. And this is what James Hetfield from Metallica had to say about why they're here today.
We felt this was pretty much more than just a political cause. We've been asked to play all kinds of benefits for this and that, and tried to kind of steer away from that. People tend to identify you with a certain cause or you know, especially politically, and this is way beyond that, more kind of a social type thing.
A Concert for Life will be starting in just a few seconds, so don't go away. Coming up real soon, we have live performances from Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Extreme, Spinal Tap, yes, they will be there, Bob Geldof, and a whole heck of a lot more, so don't go anywhere. Queen is coming up, and Metallica, Concert for Life, right up, right after this.
The Freddie Mercury tribute is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rugs.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about.
Introducing the import-inspired Geostorm.
Getting to like you, getting to
It's starting out.
like me.
It's getting there with power and style. It's Storm. For life.
Getting to know.
Get to know the new Geostorm at your Chevrolet Geo dealer.
Oliver.
Yes, Maggie?
They've been chased, hijacked, shot at, and nearly drowned.
Maggie!
And the afternoon isn't looking much better.
They were your friends.
We weren't that close.
From the creator of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Princess Bride comes a comedy about romance and other perilous adventures. Year of the Collen. At theaters Friday.
Get in touch. With the human touch of Bruce Springsteen, Muchmusic and Sam the Record Man want to put you in the front row. We'll send you to the lucky town of your choice on Bruce's upcoming tour with $500 spending money. You'll also get Bruce's entire catalog, including the new releases Lucky Town and Human Touch, plus a Sony Discman to play them on. Correctly identify the 3 cities in this Lucky Town scramble and enter at any Sam the Record Man store or send your entry on a postcard to Muchmusic. You could see Springsteen from the front row, live in a Lucky Town. Enter today. I think...
When I told Dad, he was real mad. Mom never said a word. I felt so alone. I didn't know who to turn to. AIDS almost tore us apart.
If anyone you know has AIDS, take charge, take care, be a friend. Call the AIDS hotline for support services in your community.
Life offers new challenges, new storms. Introducing the new Geostorm.
Getting to know you. Getting to like you. Getting to hope you like me. Getting to know you.
Storm for life. Get to know the new Geostorm at your Chevrolet Geo dealer.
Anxious to be a hip now type of individual? Well, wait no more, because now you too can be cool with Much Music and Oreo cookies. Simply send in your daily RSVP Oreo request along with an Oreo proof of purchase to this address. Every day we give away a pair of rollerblade inline skates. You'll also be eligible for the grand prize, a trip to Toronto with 2 days accommodation. Then we roll you into an HMV music store for a 60-second rollerblade record rush. Oreos aren't square, so why should you be? You too can be cool with Much Music and Oreo cookies.
You just tuned in. This is a concert for life. It's a tribute to Freddie Mercury coming to you live from Wembley Stadium in London, England. My name's Erica M. And still to come in today's show, we have live performances from Def Leppard, Spinal Tap, David Bowie, Mick Ronson, and much, much more. Coming up in just a few seconds, we have a live performance from Extreme. And yesterday I had a chance to talk to these guys about where the money raised from this concert is going to go. How do you think you'd feel if you were here to see this concert?
Well, I understand that he was aware, I mean, in the closing days, we understand that this was discussed, I mean, this whole concert thing, and, I mean, probably the main reason for him, you know, going public with it is so that his death could have some sort of a benefit to the world, and so I understand that this concert was something that they decided that if he did announce the fact that he had AIDS, would be able to happen and make a real difference. And he was also the one that decided where exactly the money would go. From what I understand, it's not for AIDS research.
It's for the health care of the people who have already been suffering from the disease.
This concert is primarily an AIDS awareness show. It's a tribute to Freddie Mercury, who passed away from AIDS. But if you would like to donate some money to AIDS, we'll be giving you an address a little later on in the show, so don't go away. Not to mention there's fantastic music. We'll be right back with music from Extreme and a concert for life on Much Music.
A Concert for Life, a Freddie Mercury tribute, is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks.
Tribe, a fragrance uprising.
Good morning, Mr. Platt. Your metatarsals have taken a nasty knock.
Kellogg's Honey Nut Cornflakes.
Now, just lie still while I discuss your case with these young doctors.
Have a crunchy taste of corn, natural honey, and freshly sliced peanuts.
Right, follow me.
So Kellogg's Honey Nut Cornflakes are irresistibly delicious. Kellogg's Honey Nut Cornflakes. The trouble is, they taste too good.
His toy has stopped.
My truck, Mom.
Now he started. You run to the junk drawer for a battery, but which ones are good? You'd know with the copper top tester. It's absolutely free. Only from Duracell.
Hey, D Brown, what are you doing here in New York?
Purchasing my new dunk and my new shoes, Reebok Omni-Zone.
Reebok Omni-Zones?
Yeah, very lightweight, which is key for this jam.
Oh, yeah? Which jam?
The King Kong jam.
medley of Queen tunes right here on the nation's music station. This is the Concert for Life, a tribute to Freddie Mercury. And still to come right up is Def Leppard, and we had a chance to talk to them backstage yesterday. You guys, you write songs like Make Love Like a Man. I mean, you are maybe the most heterosexual band around, and for you guys to be making a statement like that, I think is important.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, you've also got to realize that with songs like that, it's not the macho stance that it might appear on the surface. If you strip away a few kind of top layers, you notice that it's actually us having a go at the guy for not caring enough about his woman. You know, it's not me stood there like this. You know, it's more like us having a go at somebody for, you know, being a bit of a wuss with his woman. But, you know, it makes no difference, heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, whatever. AIDS stretches across all, there's no boundaries. I mean, this thing just doesn't know when to say no. It's like, it appears to be, at least as of right now in 1992, infinite. It's just going on and on. There's no cure. They think they've found something, then all of a sudden it sneaks back under the door again. And it's a real difficult thing to get a handle on. And while it's like that, things like this are really important, because the amount of money this is going to make all go towards maybe one day finding a cure.
We'll be right back with Brian May introducing the next guest on the Concert for Life right after this message on Much Music.
A Concert for Life, a Freddie Mercury tribute, is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks.
He wouldn't do it without a condom.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was too risky. You don't use condoms? Now and then. You?
Always.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna risk getting AIDS.
I can tell when somebody's got AIDS.
No one can tell. Listen, Jim, there are lots of men out there right now who are infected and don't know it. So how could you?
If you have sex, cut the risk of AIDS, use a condom. Take charge, take care.
Waste time with shampoo and conditioner? Who needs it? I want to wash my hair and go. And now I can with Pt.1. Complete shampoo plus complete conditioner in one bottle. It cleans and conditions my hair from root to tip. Now I get results that look and feel this good with Pt.1. Shampoo and conditioner? No more. Nothing cleans and conditions better than Pt.1. Now I just wash and go.
Pt.1, the winning combination for great-looking hair.
We will rock you.
You're back live with the Concert for Life, Erica. And with you, this is a tribute to Freddie Mercury. We're coming to you live from London, England. This is Wembley Stadium. This is the press area where there's press from all over the world. I mean, this show is being broadcast to over 50 countries. And it's fantastic because they're getting a great concert and they're also getting a little bit of AIDS awareness. Now, this show is an awareness, consciousness-raising show about AIDS and the terrible problem that we're facing with it. But we're also accepting donations. Apparently, the AIDS people would love to receive your money. So if you would like to send over a few bucks, here's where you can send it. They'd be more than happy to receive your money. In the meantime, the show will continue. There's still some fantastic music coming up. David Bowie still coming up. Spinal Tap, The Tap, Bob Geldof. But first of all, here is Brian May to introduce our next act. This is a Concert for Life. Erica M with you, coming to you live from Wembley Stadium in London, England. Fantastic performance from Def Leppard. And yesterday, when I had a chance to talk to the band, two things really stood out in my mind. Number one, this was a band, Queen I'm talking about, that hugely influenced Def Leppard, and we're very thrilled to perform in this concert because of Freddie Mercury. And second of all, this is the first show that Def Leppard has performed since 1988, and I think they did a mighty fine job. We'll be back with much, much more on the Concert for Life right after this.
A Concert for Life, a Freddie Mercury tribute, is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks.
New Crispers. Are they chips or crackers? Major dilemma.
Crackers, no?
I hear you.
Chips.
Well, like chips, Crispers do have potato and special seasonings.
Crackers.
So you figure Crispers baked with wheat for cracker goodness is happening?
Chips.
Too true, my friend. They do come in 3 chip flavors. Question, chips or crackers? Truth is, Crispers are part chip, part cracker, and all snack. So go snackers for our Crispers.
Bad news. Neek's got new shoes. He's got custom fit and support on top. Flip a switch, he's got it below, too.
It's the new Reebok Double Pump.
Now get back up there. Hey! Hey!
The double pump. Pretty scary, huh?
Hey, get back here, man!
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
You're invited to get to know Geo.
Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me.
A bright new line of import-inspired cars designed to give you years of carefree driving. So get to know Geo
Getting to know you.
at your Chevrolet Geo.
This is a concert for life. It's a tribute to Freddie Mercury, and people have come really from all around the world to be part of this. It's in honor of Freddie Mercury. It's an awareness-raising show about AIDS, and both have been very successful because people have donated their time. There's a lot of very, I guess, talented people that are here. People, performers, musicians like Robert Plant, David Bowie, George Michael, and so the list goes on. And then there's a few celebrities. Liz Taylor is here, and also supermodel Cindy Crawford. We talked to her yesterday, and this is what she had to say about Concert for Life.
Well, it's a couple things. One is because of the business that I'm in, a lot of my friends and people that I work with have been infected with AIDS and died of AIDS. So for me, it's something that's really touched my life, and that I'm really committed to doing anything I can to help. Also, because of my affiliation with MTV, I've been around bands, and I love music. It's fun hanging out backstage with them. And I mean, and also just to be at this kind of a huge concert, it's really fun.
Do you think in the music business and in the fashion business, people are really conscious of what's going on with AIDS?
I think for me it feels like it keeps getting, like at first it was maybe someone that you'd heard of, and then it was someone that you knew but you didn't know very well. Then it was someone that you knew and that you'd worked with, and then it was a friend. And I think like there's no one I know now hasn't been personally infected by this disease. I mean, it's so mainstream now. Everyone knows someone or has heard of someone. I mean, Magic Johnson, you know. So I think that people who are famous, like rock bands, they have so many followers, so many fans, and they're sort of taking that position of power to get a really good message across.
Yeah. One musician who is no stranger to this place, Wembley Stadium, is Bob Geldof. The gentleman who actually started the whole idea of benefit concerts back in 1985 with Live Aid. And once again, he takes the stage, this time for Concert for Life. Bob Geldof.
Molson Special Dry. Is this your average beer? Is this your average beach party? Molson Special Dry. It just could be the best beer ever brewed, anytime, anywhere.
Now this is what I call a beach party.
In 1924, the record for speed skating hit 25 miles an hour. At 90 miles an hour, bobsledding hurled into the books. Then skier Franz Weber hit a heart-stopping speed of over 208 kilometers an hour. And now...
Excuse me. Here's your pizza.
Already?
Yes, already. McDonald's pizza is freshly baked in our revolutionary ovens in under 5 minutes. Okay, maybe it won't win any downhill medals, but you've never had pizza so good, so fast.
What is a punk? The whole idea was to tear down what was too big about music.
I got a feeling inside me. It's kind of strange, like a stormy sea.
It's not about uniforms. It's not about clothes or hairdos or any of that. Wear what you want, do what you want, be what you want. It wasn't about killing anybody.
Join Kim Clark Champness for Punk 7679 Wednesday.
And everybody who make the show happen. This lady does all the publicity of the show and does a great job for it. Anyway, yesterday was really great. We got to hang out backstage the whole time, and there was all kinds of camera crews, and we got to talk to one of my favorites being Spinal Tap, and we talked to them about a lot of things, especially how Queen influenced their career. You've been around longer than Queen, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh, much longer.
Yeah.
Yes, longer, yeah.
25 years as Spinal Tap.
This is our silver.
When we started
silver.
out, yeah, silver.
Silver anniversary.
When we started out, Queen wasn't even a princess.
That's true, yeah.
And do you think that Freddie Mercury was very inspired by your work?
Well, yes, I think so. You know, I'm not saying that he lifted anything from us, but I will say that once I started wearing the one-piece jumpers, then he moved right in and you know, started using. No, he didn't move into
He
that
tried to
particular
move in.
jumper. No, it's he was easily influenced, I think, and easily led.
The whole fist-pumping thing, you know, came from somewhere, didn't it?
And the singing thing?
You don't know where it's been.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, the singing thing. He was singing before Freddie was singing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Long before.
So now when you go up on stage and you do this benefit, what are you going to think of while you're up there?
The words to the songs, yeah, the lyrics.
Because if you think of other things, if your mind wanders, and mine does.
Yeah.
Well, it's
There
best.
it goes again.
It's
There it
best.
goes. He just wandered
It's
down.
best when wandering, his mind.
That's actually very well illustrated.
Yeah.
Let's talk about AIDS for a quick second.
Okay.
This is a problem that you actually didn't have to deal with in the earlier part of your career. Were you guys flagrantly sexually wild at the beginning of your careers?
We were flagrante delicto, if that's what you mean. Yeah.
I would have to say that we did our bit, and we had our bits done occasionally.
You know, but these days, you know, we've said this, you've got to be more responsible than you did in the old days. Because in the old days, all you had to worry about was washing.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it now. It doesn't cover it. You've got to double bag it.
Well, you also had to
Paper
worry.
and plastic is what we say. Sorry.
Spit all over Muchmusic, will you?
Gum. The bloody gum.
Cool.
It's the wettest
Never
Muchmusic
invite
you've
us
ever seen.
Back to Toronto. We're going to be...
Listen, Smith, you want to make it in this corporation, you got to give up your weekends. You got to push.
All right, Missy, pull it over. It's people like you that give late.
Hey, baby, are you gonna hog the coat forever, huh?
Just one more.
Hey, baby, you gonna hog the coat forever?
Life is short. Play hard. Reebok.
In 1989, at 507 syllables a minute, Daddy Freddie rapped his way into the record books. The world's fastest drummer hit over 3,000 beats a minute. On guitar, Rick Raven blistered in at 5,400 notes a minute. And now...
Here's your pizza.
No way.
Thanks. Yes, McDonald's pizza is freshly baked in our revolutionary ovens in under 5 minutes. Okay, maybe it won't make the charts, but you've never had pizza so good, so fast.
Now, you, of course, know Klaus from the Scorpions backstage here at Concert for Life. How are you enjoying the show so far?
Oh, very much. I think it's a wonderful event, and Freddie would love it if he could be here.
Were you influenced at all by Queen?
Well, not influenced really, you know, but we started around the same time, the early 70s, and we always admired Queen, you know. It was always a great band, and they are really nice guys, you know. And we played with Queen in Rock in Rio together back in '85, and they are just nice guys, you know, not kind of superstar, real natural people, you know, and we always enjoyed listening to their music, and so this is a very special day, and I'm really glad that I'm a part of it.
No, thank you very much. So there's a lot of bands that we're talking to today who say they are very influenced by Queen, and one of them is Guns N' Roses, and we had a chance to talk to Slash yesterday, and we asked him how the heck he got invited to this party. Let's talk about this show that we're doing here today. How did you guys get involved?
How did we get? They called us and asked us if we wanted to be involved. It was really sweet. You know,
Were you surprised that you were invited for this particular
I'm
benefit?
surprised when we get invited to anywhere.
Why? Why?
Well, just because we have such a bad rep, you know.
A deserved bad rep?
No, I mean, we're really honest about the way we feel about things, and everybody's gotten so corporate in this business and so phony, and so we're just like, you know, we don't deal with that, and we've got a bad rep because of that, you know, but at the same time, it's worked to our advantage because we've changed a lot of things in the business as far as rock and roll goes.
Like what?
Well, I mean, it's a lot more hardcore now. I mean, for a while it was getting very safe and predictable, and we were one of the first bands at the time, you know, during a certain period, during a lull, where nobody wanted to know about us, but the kids liked us, so it was very genuine, and a lot of bands managed to get a foot in the door because we managed to get through, you know, so it opened up a lot of avenues for a lot of people.
The band is getting ready to go on stage. There's stuff from Guns Guns N' Roses. And now to introduce the band, let's go on stage for concert still to come on the nation's music station and Concert for Life. We've got the Queen supergroup with a lot of fantastic stars, including Roger Daltrey, Robert Plant will be there, George Michael, Elton John, Lisa Stansfield, and much more. Stay tuned. We have it all for you on Much Music. There goes Roger Daltrey.
A Concert for Life, a Freddie Mercury tribute, is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks.
Molson Special Dry. Is this your average beer?
Looks like it could rain all weekend.
Come on, man, cheer up. While you're up, why don't you get us some beer?
Is this your average rainy weekend at the cottage?
Wrong slate. Mind if we come in and dry ourselves off?
Molson Special Dry. It just could be the best beer ever brewed, anytime, anywhere.
Looks like it could rain all weekend.
Okay, when Tony says he doesn't have a condom, what are you going to say?
I've got one.
And when he says, aren't you on the pill?
Even if I am, that doesn't protect us from sexual diseases.
But what if he says it spoils the mood?
AIDS spoils it more.
No glove.
No love. I'll be careful.
You do that.
If you have sex, cut the risk of AIDS. Use a condom. Take charge. Take care.
You're Stonehenge. Pure genius. Thanks. Those Earthlings, they still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, probably never will. I'll tell you something, though. Your pyramids, a classic.
But the best,
Yeah.
sir, the best
Yeah.
is how you get that soft flowing caramel into the caramel bar.
Wait a minute, that wasn't me.
I thought you did that. Wasn't me.
If you didn't do it and I didn't do it.
Who was it?
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Mike also. It's the 125th anniversary of this great land of ours. Yes, it's Canada. Any questions?
What was the Avro Arrow?
That's a very good question.
Smashed in head buffalo jump. Where is it and how did it get its name?
It's a good one.
Do gophers like cheese?
So get a video camera, or a little camera, shoot your town where you are, show us what it looks like, and ask us a question about Canada.
Send your tapes to Canada. Any questions? Care of Mike and Mike at Much Music.
I don't know how to break this to you, but you're not as charming as you think you are.
First time I laid eyes on you, I wanted to sleep with you.
And you're not as clever as you think you are.
Are you safe on that?
Define safe.
And I'm certainly not as desperate as you think I am.
Maggie!
It's just not me.
I understand.
Year of the Collen.
I changed my mind.
At theaters Friday.
Coast Canada to continue. You could have the biggest, coolest stereo and the most music with Much Music and Heinz Ketchup. You'll be flown to Toronto with $5,000 to spend on music and a new sound system.
This one goes to 11.
Plus, you get to choose a shopping partner from this wide assortment of VJs. Please do not frighten, abuse, taunt, or poke the VJ with a stick. To enter, send your name, address, and phone number to Much Music along with 2 proofs of purchase from Heinz Ketchup. It just doesn't taste the same without it. And we'll pour on the sound. Enter today.
Well, you're off stage. How was it?
It was great. I was a bit nervous. I think we all was a bit, you know. But it was a hoot. We had a blast.
So this is your first show since 1988.
Yeah, apart from the little club thing we did last week, just to wet our feet, you know.
So what's he like to live with? Is he complaining all the time?
No, he's wonderful.
So how did it feel? I mean, there are 72,000 people just in here and what, 70 countries around the world watching
Jesus.
you?
Yeah, I had to keep making myself forget that because I'd have been a bag of nerves, I think. I mean, I was anyway, a little bit.
It was interesting though, the people just seem to, the audience seems to be giving so much.
Yeah, they really were. There's definitely that kind of vibe all around though, you know, all the bands. There's no ego things happening or anything, you know, it's really nice. Usually these kind of events, there's some kind of problem usually, but this one, I guess everyone's pulling together for the same cause and that. It's been really neat.
Thanks very much. Now you can go celebrate. You've earned it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
See you
welcome.
later.
See you later.
Bye.
And now let's go off to the Queen, Elizabeth Taylor, on A Concert for Life.
A Concert for Life, a Freddie Mercury tribute, is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks.
That is Seal, and he is getting ready for the Queen supergroup. There's going to be some incredible performers on stage in just a few minutes, including David Bowie, Roger Daltrey, George Michael, Annie Lennox, Lisa Stansfield, and much, much more. So why don't we go over to the stage and join the Queen supergroup on a Concert for Life live from Wembley Stadium.